Hello, brother. Hi everyone, welcome to the first review that I'm doing on this channel, and we're gonna be talking about the Vampire Diaries last season, season 8, episode 1, Hello, brother. I will be reviewing every episode of this final season, as well as the current season of Once Upon a Time. Let's jump right into it. Caroline. I love Caroline going all mama bear and protecting her daughters. She just went right in and saved the day. Also, I'm really happy that she's finally moving in with Stefan because it's been too long. There's been too many ups and downs. Are you as excited as I am about Caroline and Stefan moving in? Because I think she's struggled long enough. She deserves some happiness. Alaric. So while Caroline is moving in with Stefan, he's moving into her house to be closer to his daughters. And since the daughters have a new nanny, Celine, I think it's pretty likely that something's gonna happen between them. However, if I was Celine, I'd be pretty worried because Alaric doesn't have a really good track record of girlfriends at all. As in, you're gonna die, pretty much. I mean, she already got her throat cut this episode, and they're not even together. This is just doesn't bode well at all. Speaking of Celine and her getting her throat cut, I have a feeling that they kind of set up the fact that Caroline gave her her blood for something later on this season. Oh, and Alaric is running the armory. What? And he has interns who were pretty cool, actually. We met Dorian and Georgie, and for Warehouse 13 fans, you might have recognized Georgie as Claudia from the show, played by Alison Scagliotti. And since I loved her in Warehouse 13, I'm really excited for her being in the show, and it seems like she's probably gonna get into some supernatural trouble. I mean, they are looking into things in the armory, so it seems kind of inevitable that something will happen. Can we also talk about how they found their way out of the armory? You literally have to cut off your sight and hearing in order to touch your way out of it. That is pretty cool. I was like, who thinks of that? I guess if you live in Mystic Falls long enough, you know, you kind of think outside the box a lot. Of course, the biggest part of this episode was all about Damon and Enzo. That opening sequence, can we talk about it? Because it was so messed up. It was so dark, so cool at the same time, but even for Damon, who has done his share of messed up stuff, it was pretty bad. Like the hook, and the guy dropping him in the water. I mean, you're just kind of watching that and you're going like, whoa, we've gone to the next level here. I did really enjoy the twist they put on this villain, where she doesn't just make them kill anyone. She's looking for people that have been bad or done bad things. So it's a little bit like Dexter. They only kill the bad people. Although, I guess in this case, the bad people aren't as bad as the ones in Dexter, so they don't necessarily deserve to die, but it's still an interesting twist. Unfortunately, that led Damon to turn off his humanity, and we know nothing good could come either of Damon or Stefan turning off their humanity, but I understand the need for him to do this because otherwise it'd be pretty depressing. But at the same time, I think it's preventing him from trying to fight the control or trying to find a way out of it. Because we saw the Enzo, and I love the way they kind of set up this whole thing, where it looks like Enzo is sort of like Damon, but little hints here and there, little look here, the guitar string used to kill the girl, and the way she's set up, and then Bonnie making all these connections where you're like, he's fighting it, there's hope, he's like sending them a message. Which I'm kind of surprised that since the siren can apparently read their minds, she hasn't figured out that he's doing that, or maybe she hasn't done anything about it yet. And thanks to Enzo, we actually know what it is that's controlling them, or at least we have a name for it. It's a siren. According to Alaric, some people say that they are the messengers of the devil. And since Damon talked about the devil quite a bit, I think that's definitely what we're dealing with. So they are going full evil this season. Are you freaking out about this new villain as much as I am? Let me know in the comments. And actually, executive producer Julie Plec revealed that the siren's name is Sybil, and she described her as evil herself. You know, when the executive producer describes this season's villain as evil herself, they're definitely moving towards the end line, because what else do you bring after evil herself? So I'm really excited about the direction this final season is going. I'm loving the setup they have. I like that Enzo is fighting it. I can't wait to see Sybil in action, because she's out of the water. She's fed enough apparently. So yeah, this is gonna be bad. Like,